Now, last week we met our Money Watch family. Like so many of us, they are worried that their spending is outstripping their income. It's the job of our money-saving expert, Martin Lewis, to try to help bring the family budget back into balance. He's made a start, but with tax and price rises on the way, there's a lot more to do. The Money Watch family is in a financial hole.
Is it my... No, I haven't had a go yet.
But here's a man who's trying to get them out of it. Martin Lewis is on his way to help.
Hello.
I'm Marie. I'm Martin.
According to Martin's budget planner, Graham and Anne-Marie Merriman are overspending by more than £3,000 a year.
It's not good because it's £3,000.
Measures in last month's budget could make things worse in the future. Last week, Martin made some suggestions on how to boost their income.
The best idea was renting out our garage.
I think using eBay as a way of generating extra revenue, I think is a really good idea.
I didn't like the idea of me going back to work.
Martin's next step is to focus on cutting their bills without cutting back.
Hiya.
Oh, hi, come in.
First up, how about trying cheaper food brands?
I have a challenge I call the Downshift Challenge, which is just about trying one level down of everything you buy. Gonna play?
Yeah.
Martin's trying out taste tests on all kinds of food, including the family's favourite biscuits, McVitie's, which cost £2.89.
I think B, for me, was the nicer one.
Let's reveal B, which is Graham's favourite, which is the Sainsbury's Jaffa Cake, which is £1.25 for 36, so way less than half the price.
Yeah.
And Anne-Marie's favourite?
Sainsbury's Basic.
Which is 89p.
Oh, my cheap wife.
You roughly save a third on your shopping trolley if you drop one brand level on everything.
The key is you only make changes when you can't tell the difference. For most people, that's on half the food they buy. That would save the Merrimans £1,000 a year.
Amazing.
So already that would sort out a third of their £3,000 deficit. Next, it's energy bills.
Who do you use and when did you last switch?
I've never switched.
Right.
Ow, ow.
Look, never ever switched?
No.
Never?
No.
How long have you been here?
Oh, we've been here 3 years, but I've been the same supplier in my old place for, yeah, probably 10 years.
OK, right. So put the details in.
Martin's tip is to use an online comparison website to shop around for the best deals. But how much can the Merrimans save?
Lots of green.
Dad, could you read that number out for me?
£407 annual...
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
The man who has never switched before, he is surprised.
Man, I'm a mug.
Yeah.
Crazy that we could be wasting that much money.
It's the same pipes, the same gas, the same electricity, the same safety. All that changes is who sends you a bill in the customer service when you call them up. That's it.
With just 2 of his money-saving tips, Martin could already halve their overspend. He's got more help for them later on. Meanwhile, Martin's meeting Christina, Anne-Marie's sister. She wants to clear her £24,000 student loan before getting a mortgage.
Hello.
Hello.
But according to Martin, she should think again, as student loan interest charges are based on last year's inflation rate.
Let's say you buy these baked beans, and over the next 10 years, their price rises. Well, at the same time, the cost of your student loan will rise exactly in parallel. No more, no less. Which means, if you borrow a shopping trolley's worth of goods, how much do you have to repay, whether it's in 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years?
It would be the same amount?
Yeah, the same amount of money that would buy a shopping trolley's worth of good, which means the real impact on your pocket is...
Nothing.
Until September, the interest rate on student loans is 0 because for a period last year, inflation was negative. So rather than pay off the loan, it makes more sense to put the money into a savings account and earn some interest.
So the money in a savings account is earning you more than the debt is costing you. It would be ridiculous until September to even contemplate paying it off because actually you're making a profit by having that debt, if you think about it.
So what about Christina's plans to get a mortgage?
Now, a mortgage rate could be about 5%, 5.5%, depending how much deposit you've got. But one thing I can guarantee you is over the long run, a mortgage is going to be more expensive than the student loan. If you are planning to get a mortgage in the near future, which you are, aren't you?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you're doing that seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
Then, right now,
Martin's team is setting up a test for Anne-Marie and Graham. He's already shown them many ways to cut their bills without changing their lifestyle, but they still need to save. So he's looking at which of life's little luxuries they could sacrifice.
This is about what the two of you see as priorities. This is what we're going to do. You can see the numbers down there.
Yep.
1 to 5. With 1 being the thing that most important, that you least want to give up or cut back on, and 5 being the thing that you don't care about. And between the two of you, I want you to decide the order. You ready?
Okay.
Off you go.
Right, what's the number 1 priority?
Haircuts.
No, it's not.
Definitely haircuts.
I haven't got any hair. Haircuts.
Definitely.
There are some tough decisions to be made between presents for friends and family at £700 a year, donations to charities £120 a year, eating out £780, and holidays £1,000 a year.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but yeah, 5 for holidays.
Holidays look like they're on their way out, but then a last-minute change of mind.
What's important to me about this isn't the decision. There aren't any rights or wrong. It's the conversation. And actually, lots of people do this. As a family, you've never sat down and prioritised what's important to you and what's not.
But how far will all of Martin's money-saving tips go towards tackling the family's overspend?
Remember, your deficit
Yeah.
was £3,100.
Yeah.
If I add all those together, we get £2,850.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's a high five moment, if I don't say so myself.
Hold on, well, you go there.
Martin Lewis is here now. Martin, useful suggestions for our Money Watch family. What about everybody else?
Look, the most important thing I can say is anything you spend money on, you can save money on. The most difficult part of my job isn't saving people the cash, it's persuading them they can save it on anything. Water bills. If there are more bedrooms in your house than people, then it's very likely you can save hundreds by switching to a water meter. Check it out. Not in Scotland, though. It isn't free there. Childcare. If you pay for childcare and you're a single person working more than 16 hours a week, or a couple both working more than 16 hours a week, and you're paid under £40,000 of family income, you may be eligible for childcare tax credit. The average payout on that is £3,500 a year. Small one, mobile phones. When you dial an 0800 number, it isn't free. Even though it's an 0800 number, you pay. So there's a website called 0800 Buster that gives you another number to dial first that makes it free. Anything you spend money on, you can save money on. Never discount it.
Yeah, but you've got to put a lot of effort in, haven't you?
Yeah, but this is well paid. Take the Money Watch family. I saved them £3 in a day. Let's say they'd taken the day off work and then done half as well without me. They might have done much better than that. You never know. £1,500 a day. You would have to earn over £500,000 a year before it wasn't the best paid day of your year. If you earn over £500,000, forget me. Look after yourself. If you earn less than £500,000, take a day off to sort out your finances, a financial blitz, and then you'll be rocking.
Martin, thank you. We'll be hearing more from Martin later in the programme, but when it comes to debt, credit cards can often be very tempting to help make ends meet. Thanks, Justin. So Liverpool is one of the cities most troubled by debt in the UK. Our money-saving expert, Martin Lewis, joins me, and also some people who are themselves in debt. Two of you are working, newly employed. Ted, you're now retired.
Yep.
How much debt are you in?
£3.5 grand.
£3,500
Yep.
on credit cards?
Yes.
And how difficult is it for you to pay that back?
Not now, but it was at times. It was. So we just live within my means now, although we pay it back £50 a week. That's it.
£50 a week. What about you, Jonathan?
My total debt's probably around about 60,000.
£60,000.
Yeah,
How old are you?
25.
25, and you've got 60 grand debt. Sam, what about you?
Student loan aside, about 2,900, 2,000 overdraft, and then 2 credit cards, one with 500, one with about 380. And the worrying thing is the credit cards, I sorted out a minimum repayment about 3-4 years ago and haven't touched them since. Don't think about them.
So can I just jump in? Give me your hand.
Grab the man.
Minimum repayment, absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
If you were to pay minimum